I mean, you know I picked up your phone and seen you texting other women.
I don't classify him as a family anymore.
But, I mean, Harris wouldn't have been a problem if you wouldn't have, you know, stepped out on me and asked.
So dudes, welcome back to the #1 YouTube channel in the entire world. Today's video is very special because we're going to be talking about Stephanie and Ryan, a 90-day fiance. Stephanie is a successful businesswoman from Michigan. She is 52 years old. And then Ryan is her sugar baby from Belize, and he is 25 years old. Golly gee, don't you guys just love those age gap relationships? Also, do you guys like my jacket? I got it from my dad, Nicolas Cage. It's actually the jacket he wore on the set of Ghost Rider. The last we talked about Stephanie and Ryan, they had a huge fight and ended up blowing up on each other over the phone. The distance has not done well for their relationship, so Stephanie decides to go to Belize and see Ryan face to face and hopefully work on their relationship, hash things out, and maybe she'll even tell him that she actually cheated on him with his cousin. Stephanie says she loves her sugar baby Ryan, but I feel like if you loved your sugar baby Ryan, you wouldn't have sent his cousin. I feel like piping family members is not the move, sis. I'm also high-key confused why they're on the show 90 Day Fiance if she's the American one and she's going to Belize. I feel like right show or wrong show? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, my guys, but that sounds more like 90 Day Fiance the other way to me. Christmas Sock is here with breaking news. Recently, Stephanie pulled a Devin Clegg and made some baseless accusations about TLC and her sugar baby Ryan. I'll be covering this topic more later in the video. By the way, I'm the #1 Cameo creator. Book me on Cameo for a great time. Totally worth. Well, that's enough chatty Cathy. Let's play the clip right now when Ryan and Stephanie run into each other's arms and oh my god, it's like a Disney fairy tale come to life. Not. 'Cause when you are with me, I'm free. Oh, you guys don't like Creed? That's weird. Also, Stephanie has low-key been exposed by my friend Max, the celeb talk guy, for buying gifts and saying that they were worth a certain price and not being worth that price. And
Stephanie was caught lying on 90 Day Fiance, and if you can't tell, I am fired up.
yeah, a lot of stuff doesn't add up about this girl. She's been lying a lot on social media, on Instagram, so yeah, there's a big yikers. I love when these reality TV stars go on the show 90 Day Fiance, get a bunch of clout from the show, and then badmouth TLC the minute they're off the show like, you ungrateful swine. How about a you're welcome to TLC for giving you creatures a career? Not one person on the show is entertaining enough to make it on their own, and I find it laughable that they think otherwise.
My name is Ryan. I'm 27 years old, originally from Ladyville, Belize. I was about 23 and a half when I first met Steph. Steph was about 47, 48.
It's like Stephanie always says, I like them young, foreign, and unfaithful. Oh my god. What's that old saying we have here in America? If you want a happy life, start piping some young dude from Belize. Is that... oh wait, that's not a saying, is it? Never mind.
Oh, so glad you met him.
Geez, it's been 10 months since I've seen Ryan, so it's phenomenal being here. I honestly thought it would never happen.
Finally, my dreams come true. She finally landed back in Belize.
Just kidding, but in all seriousness, Stephanie and Ryan have very different mindsets. He's very young, he's in his 20s. She's older, she wants to settle down. Not to mention there's a very weird power balance with this couple, and I'm sure that it's eventually going to lead to a lot of fights and blow-ups because Stephanie is actually financially supporting Ryan and his entire family, and Ryan is unaware that the only reason why he has a job working at a hotel is because the hotel is owned by Stephanie's friend, and Stephanie is actually paying his wages, and he has no idea about this. So this situation creates a ticking time bomb because you know there's about to be some kind of fight where they blow up on each other, and then Ryan's like, well, I don't need you. I have my own money. I have my own job. I don't need you. And then he's going to go, next thing you know, he's going to get fired from his job because she's the one paying his wages. And then he's going to be like, wait, I need you, Stephanie, don't go. Stephanie says that the reason she hasn't told Ryan that she's actually paying his wages is because she wants him to think that he got the job himself and he's providing for himself. He's an individual. He's a proud man that got his own job. And I feel like this is the weirdest form of financial domination I've ever seen. Like, I feel like Stephanie is the kind of person to where she thinks that showering somebody in gifts and buying someone's love can buy their loyalty, and usually you attract the wrong kind of people when you're using material possessions to get somebody to love you. That is not the way. Next thing you know, the lovely couple makes their way to the hotel, and Belize looks absolutely beautiful. Looks like a tropical paradise. I think we're all overdue for a tropical beach vacation. When is everybody gonna get vaccinated? Hopefully when the panorama's over, we can do a Yourwetsock beach party. Stephanie says that she's very eager to get back to the hotel because the minute she saw Ryan, all the negative emotions went out the window. You can't sweep all your problems under under the rug just because you physically see somebody and you're physically attracted to someone. I feel like there needs to be more substance, and I think she's purely in this relationship because he's a young guy and he's a good looking guy, and it's already a shallow reason, but I guess it's a trade-off. Like, they're both shallow because she's only with him because he's young and good looking, and he's only with her because she's a sugar mama and she buys him gifts. So I feel like shallow, you know, it might actually work.
Oh my God, this is perfect.
You want to go up top and check the top up?
Yes. I just had this feeling that, wow, maybe we can make it. Maybe love can conquer all.
Maybe love can conquer all. I don't like when people do this and they like over romanticize their relationship. You're not in love. You're in lust with this guy. If you really love this guy, you wouldn't have piped his cousin. And if Ryan really loved you, he wouldn't be cheating on you. So you guys are not in love.
I've got some presents for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Stephanie says that she has a lot of gifts for Ryan, and Ryan says Steph has really good taste in gifts. I don't have to, you know, pick anything out for myself. But honestly, I wish that she would give me money instead of giving me gifts. Woo! Ryan, my guy, you just outed yourself. You're only with this girl for what she can do for you financially. He'd rather have the money than the gifts. That's very unappreciative, I think. Comment below and let me know what you guys think about this, but I feel like gifts are more thoughtful than money. Like, if someone buys you a gift, it means they put more of an effort into it. I feel like money is the easy way, but let me know what you guys think.
I know exactly what you like. Oh, well, guess what?
Don't tell me.
Mr. Jungle. How do you like that?
Holy no, this is the shades.
Put them on.
Hey, my guy Ryan is up on slides and shades. Let's go. After Stephanie gives him slides and shades, she keeps pulling out more clothes, and it's starting to feel like you didn't buy him gifts as much as like you're his mom bringing over a bunch of stuff. Like, she brought over boxers, and it's like they don't have boxers in Belize. I'm sure you can go to the store and buy boxers. Like, I just find it weird how many gifts, like half of her suitcase is gifts for Ryan. And that's kind of weirding me out. When Stephanie hands Ryan the boxers, she says, another pair of the sexies. Oh. I think Stephanie means well, but she's kind of a cringe monster. Stephanie also bought Ryan a do-rag because she says that when she first met him, he had a do-rag on. I low-key think Stephanie just raided Target and grabbed everything and put it in her suitcase and brought it over to Ryan as a gift.
You're set on shorts,
Yeah.
You're set on shirts, you're set on
shades.
sunglasses, you're set on footwear.
Did this girl bring any clothes for herself? Was everything in the suitcase for Ryan? It honestly looks like she's at a store or something with all the clothes everywhere on the bed. Are they all for Ryan?
There, yours. That's a $3,000 watch. Do not, please. I know you lose a lot of things. Please, I don't want you to lose that one.
This? If I lose this, I'll probably go hide in a hole from you.
This is a $3,000 watch. Make sure you don't lose it. I know you lose things, but just remember this is $3,000. Like, dude, come on. I mean, they're all material possessions. You shouldn't take material possessions so seriously, but Stephanie's reiterating the fact that this is $3,000, $3,000. Actually, it's not, because it's actually a fake watch, and she was exposed for this, and this is what Max talked about. My friend, the Celeb Talk Guy, talked about this. On Reddit, someone actually found the exact same watch, and it is a fake watch, ladies and gentlemen.
There is the photo right there, and it is the watch. According to the Redditor, I did not get a good enough look at this watch, but from what I saw in the, the glance, and I guess how Stephanie was describing it, this is apparently the watch, and it's on Amazon, and it is $219.99.
So, Stephanie, in the words of our former president, this is fake news. You're a loser.
Right, okay, there, we have a deal.
All right.
Over the past few years, I've spent thousands on his gifts, but I love buying Ryan gifts.
I don't know if it's because of Stephanie's past, her relationship with her father wasn't that great because he was bipolar, but she feels like she has to shower people with gifts in order to get their love, and this is the dynamic that she's created with Ryan. It's a weird form of financial domination or like control, to where it's like, I'm paying for everything, so I ultimately am in charge of everything. Because of the age gap too, I feel like you're more of a mother figure than a lover, or at least that's what I'm gathering as an audience member. Comment below right now. I love hearing your guys' opinion. Do you think that Stephanie comes off more as a mother for Ryan or as a lover for Ryan?
Since, I'm not sure if you've been a nasty boy or not, I brought some glow-in-the-dark rubbers.
Oh,
You told me no, I brought glow-in-the-dark tape to tape your ass up, and then I'll put it on for you.
Honey, I bought some glow-in-the-dark rubbers and I bought some tape to tape your ass up if you don't like it, huh? Like, guys, help. It's cringe. It's absolutely cringe what's happening right now. This is like, I feel it in my spine almost. Nobody asked for that. No one asked for this. This should be illegal.
Let me check this out.
Yeah, I can't wait to check these out. What do they look?
Boom.
Oh my God. Well, let me see. You like to do it 4 times a night, and there's 40, so we're set for the
This
next
is
10
first night,
nights.
second night,
You're right.
third night.
Oh, and then what?
You know, I have a lot of stamina. We do it 4 times a night, 6 nights straight.
Oh yeah, Ryan, do you do it 4 times a night, 6 nights straight? Oh, I bet, dude. Weird flex, but okay. Here, let me pick this up. Because you just dropped that. If you have to drop a weird flex but okay moment like that, you probably don't. You probably have stamina. Also, don't really think it's a flex to be lasting a very long time with Stephanie. I feel like every other guy in his 20s would last a long time with Stephanie too. So, like, not a flex at all.
Yo, Ryan, I just did anal with a 90-year-old and I lasted like 12 hours straight, bro. That shit felt like sandpaper. Not a flex, but okay.
Okay.
She's a bit over the age, but yeah, she keeps up.
Yeah, dude, she's a bit overage, but like, I still break that back. Well, this is a good time to plug my TikTok, guys. Make sure to follow me on TikTok. It's where I post a lot of story times about my dad, Nicolas Cage, so definitely go follow me on there. And while you're at it, you should join the Yourwetsock channel membership program because I make custom videos for channel members and they absolutely slap.
I think we've probably gotten along 30% of the time and fought 70% of the time. So,
All right.
you know, you and I really, really need to figure out here in the next 2 weeks if we really want to go through with this K1 visa still.
Well, this relationship sounds like absolute dog water. If you're fighting 70% of the time, you should respect yourself enough to break up with this person and just move on with your life.
You can tell Stephanie feels very hurt at the fact that her and Ryan have been fighting, and then Ryan reiterates the fact that he is going to be a changed man and they're going to work it out, and he's going to dedicate the entire time she's here to working out problems in their relationship. And then you see Stephanie get taken aback by this and it almost catches her off guard and disarms her because she starts thinking and she's like, okay, yeah, we should work this out. We can work this out. It like gives her hope.
I mean, you know, I've picked up your phone and seen you texting other women. Is that changed or tell me what's changed?
I got a question for Stephanie. Are you still banging his cousin Harris or no? Like, what's up with that situation? When are you going to tell this dude that you absolutely sent his cousin? Don't get me wrong. I can see why she has trust issues. Ryan definitely cheated on her and has been texting other girls. But at the same time, sending family members is a huge no-no for everybody. I think we can all collectively say that that's way worse than someone cheating, is cheating on someone with their cousin.
I keep singing this in your ears that I really want you in my life, you know? I really, really want you, you know?
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but why don't you bring that phone over here right now and unlock it and let's go through it.
So why do you want to do that?
So from the minute Stephanie brings up going through Ryan's phone, he gets very uncomfortable and almost defensive about it. When asked with why Stephanie wants to go through his phone, she says that she's just curious, but Ryan has actually never let her go through his phone. Next thing you know, Ryan actually gets up and gets his phone and gives it to Stephanie, and they go through the phone together, and this is what happens. While going through the phone, Stephanie sees somebody she doesn't know, and she says, "Who's Kayla FC?" And then Ryan goes, Now at this point, 9 Day Fiance thought it'd be a good idea to put an ad right here, so they play an ad, and like, it's the biggest cliffhanger ever. I'm like, yeah, who's Kayla FC? Ryan. I think like he's caught and everything, but it turns out Kayla FC is just his cousin, and I was like, oh my god, what a letdown. So this guy was just talking to his cousin. He obviously wiped all the conversation threads he had in his phone with other girls before she arrived in Belize. Like, duh. I mean, these days you can fake entire conversations on Photoshop and just editing. So yeah, deleting conversations is super easy.
For the next 2 weeks or so, I could remove the password, honey, and just so you could be secure and comfortable, okay?
Okay.
So that's the first step I'll do so you could start trusting me again.
All right.
All right? So we could get on a good path.
Everyone subscribed to this channel is wicked smart. We all know it. So it's highly probable that Ryan is going to be on best behavior for the 2 weeks that Stephanie is in Belize. He's not going to text other girls. He's going to spend all his time with Stephanie to assure her that he is loyal and he is there for her. And this is a new chapter in their relationship. The minute she leaves Belize, back to texting and and all the other girls in Belize. Hey, that's it. Let's be real, guys. That's on being a sugar baby. Ryan doesn't want the cash flow to stop for him and his family. That's not a smart move. Now, Ryan says to the audience that some days Stephanie drives him crazy and sometimes he wants to give up on all this, but Ryan's hoping that Stephanie will work with him and this will be a new chapter in their relationship because he really wants to come to the United States. Ryan's a charming guy, and when he's saying all this, I think he's really captivating the audience. We want to believe him. We want to be on his side, but then the next thing out of Ryan's mouth is a big red flag. It's a big yikers. Ryan says he's in too deep on the relationship already and he wants to go to America to see what America's like. It's like wild because I've been with Stephanie for like a year or two or whatever, and I've been getting gifts for so long, so I'm too deep into the relationship and I'm this close to going to the United States. So like, you guys already know I'm the last person to be like, this guy's only here for a green card. But I think in Ryan's case, he is in the relationship for a green card and also a good life. I think it's more about the life. I don't think this guy really cares whether he's in America or in Belize, but he wants a great life for himself. He wants to be a sugar baby. He's grown very accustomed to this relationship. I think it's very telling by how he said that he's in the relationship too deep. Next thing you know, Stephanie says she feels better and she's very grateful that her and Ryan were able to go through his text threads together. Next thing you know, they're kissing on the bed and I'm like, no, Stephanie, you can delete text threads. Come on, I know you're old, but you should know this. After Stephanie and Ryan made love for 30 seconds and then Ryan unfortunately came, he has no stamina, they decided to go to dinner. Yeah, Ryan, I know you're trying to be like alpha or whatever, but if you're gonna say cringy shit, I'm gonna make fun of you for it.
Hey, good night.
Wow,
This is beautiful.
I think I already know what I want to drink. I'm gonna have a margarita on the rocks with salt.
Yeah, can I have one of those as well, please?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yo, can I get a Miller Lite, please? Muchos gracias, dude. I'll be honest, I'm not a jealous person by nature, but I'm insanely jealous that they're on vacation and I'm not. I'm kind of mad about it. And honestly, Belize looks pretty nice. I think we might go.
What are you gonna get, dear?
I think I'll order the grilled lobsters for tonight, honey.
Okay. All right.
The grilled lobster. You know when Stephanie's paying, Ryan's ordering the grilled lobster, bro. I love to see it. Yo, you're paying? Can I get the surf and turf, please?
Some of you Wetsots might not know, but before I was the #1 YouTube channel in the world, I was the #1 real estate agent in the world. Because I focused on the luxury market and sold mainly custom homes, a lot of my clients were very well off, so I went to dinner with one of them, and one of them was this very ostentatious guy. I'm gonna tell you this quick story time. To go to dinner with this dude, I didn't tell him that I was picking up the check, but he ordered a $3,000 bottle of wine, and I didn't want to say anything about it, but my jaw dropped, and I was so mad, but I didn't want to lose out on the opportunity of getting his house, like, to list it. Honestly, when Ryan did this, I got a flashback of my story, and it's like, dude, who orders a $3,000 bottle of wine? I feel like you can't really tell the difference between a $3,000 bottle of wine and a $100 bottle of wine. I drink Miller Lite and $3 Chuck, so I couldn't relate to this dude at all. And you guys want to hear the punchline of this story? He ended up not giving me the listing and gave it to another broker, so that's sick, bro. Thanks a lot for that. But the joke's on him because now I make YouTube videos and I get to talk to all you fine people. So what goes around comes around. That guy.
I mean, but honestly, guys, can we blame Ryan for ordering the lobster? Stephanie's giving out more stimulus checks than the U.S. government.
I'm very appreciative that you let me go through your phone.
From this day on, I'm trying to make amends, you know? Make stuff better, making me feel more comfortable around me, you know? Earn my trust back.
Did you figure I'd ask to see it when I got here?
No.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. This is a bro moment, my guys. Ryan, you knew she was coming for 2 weeks. Delete the text history. Pretend to work on the relationship. Then she leaves. You start cheating on other girls. And the money's flying in, baby. We all know what you're doing.
Why would I forget about it when that's every time I...
That's your #1 thought. Every time it's the phone.
So why would I not ask about the phone this time then?
Well, that wasn't on my mind, honey. What was on my mind is you landing here and Belize safe.
Okay.
Right? That was on my mind.
Again, this is our first night together, so...
You guys see how defensive Ryan got? He's so guilty, it's insane. My #1 priority was your safety, honey. Oh, please, bro. Can you be any more of a cornball?
I don't want to, you know, I don't want to quarrel anymore, but...
No, we're not quarreling. We're just having a conversation, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It's all good, though. Still love you.
Cheers. Look at me. I'm so busy wanting to order food.
I'm not even gonna lie, the margaritas look good. Now, it's funny to see how they interact. I feel like it was a fight, but you guys like brush it under the rug and everything. That's okay. Carry on with the night, pop off.
Lobster with shrimp.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
This couple's starting to bore me. Let's talk about the food and drink situation. The margaritas look really good at this resort. And then Ryan's lobster with shrimp on top came, and that looks absolutely fire. He actually stopped to take a picture of it, which I actually do that too. Like, I take pictures of food, so I can't really give him shit for that. But I think it's funny, like, in his mind, he's like, oh, we eating good tonight. Can't wait to send this to all the boys. Ah. But hey, when Stephanie's paying, we all eat good, baby.
K1 visa process and the pandemic we're in. This is stressful.
I feel like this is such a downer conversation, and you guys are having margaritas, you're eating that good food, you're in Belize. This is the time to talk about positive stuff and enjoy your vacation. This isn't the time to talk about the pandemic. Next thing you know, Stephanie and Ryan have a somewhat sentimental moment because Stephanie hands Ryan the ring that her father used to propose to her mother.
I know you and I have talked about someday get down on one knee, and you and I have discussed what ring we'd use. This is the ring that my mother got from my father.
Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts about this because me personally, like, I don't think it's very romantic when you know the engagement's coming and you hand the guy the ring. I think it's cool when the guy picks out the ring and surprises the girl with the engagement.
If you and I decide that we could make things work, that would be the ring that I would want you to propose with.
I think in their case, they're already engaged, but he hasn't actually proposed yet. But I feel like that should be on Ryan to get the ring and propose if he wants to. I don't think that you should pressure someone into proposing to you if they don't want to. I also think it'd be more special if Ryan picked out the ring himself and like thought of you, but I don't think he ever would because he's a sugar baby and I don't think he really cares about this girl. But I think it's kind of loaded giving him the ring and like telling him what to do. It kind of takes away all the romance for the situation, dude. Don't you guys think? Ryan remembers every single rom-com he's ever seen in his life, and then he says, I want to prove my love to you, and when I'm ready and I know that I can do the best by you, I'm gonna pop the question. Pacha. To which Stephanie replies internally like, oh my god, I'm so happy to hear you say that, Ryan. I have to like find out a way to tell you that I had sex with your cousin Harris.
But you know, I still haven't been totally honest with him about sleeping with his cousin Harris.
After dinner, the couple went back and went to bed. I guess they did not make love that night, and in the morning, Stephanie confronted Ryan about this, and she's like, hey, how come you didn't have sex with me last night? Let's roll the clip.
Oh, I guess you were a bit tired. I was a bit tired, so I was hoping I would get first night to rest.
Ryan said that Stephanie was complaining about her tummy and her arms, so that's why he didn't feel it was appropriate to make love. And Stephanie says, well, yeah, but in the morning, I figured you would think that I got over my tummy ache. Stephanie has this energy like, I'm paying you good money, Ryan. It's your job to pipe me. And it's like, in a relationship, you don't have to have sex or make love every single night, you guys.
Even if you banged me for 2 or 3 minutes, it's about the bonding at this point. I mean, I wasn't expecting the big hour sessions that, you know, that we usually have when I'm on vacation.
I mean, can you just bang me? Like, dude, this is the most cringe thing I've ever seen in my life. I wish I had a gun so I could bang my eyes out so I wouldn't have to watch this shit. This is so awkward. It's like a mom giving her son relationship advice. Also, you seem really desperate, Stephanie. Like, yeah, I wish you would just bang me. Like, even a quickie, it's like, dude, you just are acting really desperate and thirsty, and I feel like that's such a turnoff.
But I haven't seen you in 10 months. I mean, so I was kind of thinking, well, I wouldn't mind a quickie.
That silent stare when Ryan is questioning his life decisions. You can just tell this guy is not into her. But hey, I can't blame him. I wouldn't be into a sugar mama if she sent my cousin either.
Again, for the bonding, not for the big, wasn't expecting a big magic show.
A big magic show? What, Stephanie? What were you expecting Ryan to do? To fuck you and then say "Muñaño" and then snort a marker? We need to have sexual intercourse in order to bond. No, you don't. You guys need to go on a date and talk about your feelings and insecurities and emotions and about the bad things you guys have done if you want to actually move past it. But I can see why you guys are currently broken up because you haven't done those things. This is a purely physical attraction is what you guys are feeling. It's not love, it's lust.
It's hard for me to believe if you haven't had sex in 10 months.
Why don't you ask me and stop thinking and going through your own head? I'm here. Ask me.
Hey, Stephanie, whoa, don't rule out masturbation. It's very possible that he just, you know, maybe jerked it. I feel like Stephanie and Ryan, when they're talking about sex, they remind me of like when I was in 7th grade, there was this one kid in my class who was like, I touched a girl's butt and this is what it felt like. And like, he'd never touch a girl's butt. You know what I mean? Like, they just seem like, I know they're lying. And it's a weird thing to flex about because like, if you guys ever had sex for an hour, it's like a Peloton class, bro. Like, you're sweaty, you feel disgusting after. Like, for sure, it's awesome, but it's like, every night, every time fucking for an hour, I wouldn't want that. My fat ass wants to eat dino nuggets and get high and watch Netflix.
How many women have you slept with since I've been gone 10 months?
None. Of course, I'm horny as yes, I want to have sex. But I was just thinking about your well-being last time. That's it.
Wait, Ryan, what does not cheating on someone have to do with someone's well-being? I'm just like really confused about this answer. Comment below your thoughts about this, guys. I'm at the point where I don't know who to root for. I think they're both shitters. So I think like, do we not like either one of them?
Like, to me, all you want to do is fight, fight, fight. You have these negative thoughts and everything. It's not my fault you have trust issues on you, you know? I keep telling her, and she keeps going on and on.
You know, there's an old saying, once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm really happy that this couple is broken up. They're just absolute dog water as a couple, and if you're content fighting 70% of the time in the relationship, like, you just don't respect yourself flat out. Wet socks, lend me your ears. The time is finally upon us for Stephanie to tell Ryan that she sent his cousin Harris.
Time telling me how beautiful I was and just giving me all these compliments. And he called me every day. I mean, even right in front of you. Harris is very bold, and you know that.
Firstly, I hate so many things about this delivery. You should be apologetic when you fuck somebody's cousin behind their back, but are you telling Ryan Harris is bold to make him jealous, Stephanie? Because I'll let you in on a little secret. He doesn't care. You're his cash cow and ticket to the United States.
And so I said, I just threw Ryan out. I've had it this time. And he said, can I come see you? Because I was crying so hard. I mean, it's been so long since you've made me feel special, you know?
It's been so long since you made me feel special. You're trying to justify your actions and put that on Ryan because another guy looked at you. You know what? This girl has way too much baggage and is way too many things to like figure out about herself before she's even ready for a relationship, because she's the kind of desperate has-been that will fuck literally anyone that looks at her. I wasn't giving Stephanie attention, so what does she do? She sends his cousin. Like, okay, and also for Harris, you're a trash family member, dude.
So I had him come, and he spent the night with me that night. Well,
hello, darkness, my old friend. I love seeing how bored Ryan looks. He looks just like he's not interested in anything Stephanie's saying, and I think that that's the sweetest revenge, is just to not care. Also, who's gonna tell Stephanie that crying doesn't make you the victim? I recently posted this comment on my friend Master Blackjack's video, and this is what I said. The financial domination, savior complex, and perpetual victimhood is strong with this one about Stephanie, and I think that that really sums up her as a person.
well,
I already know it.
Stephanie says, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious right now? I just told you and this is how you react. You already knew? Yeah, of course you already knew, Stephanie. Come on. What do you think the best revenge is? You gotta milk the titty till it's dry. You're sending in those checks. At that moment when you sent his cousin, you were dead to him. As long as you keep sending in those watches and those clothes, he's gonna suck it up and bear with it because he's getting more out of it than he would be getting from someone else. But don't get it twisted. He's not into you. Ryan says that he found it really wrong and disrespectful, especially from his cousin Harris. But I already know that about Harris and Stephanie because I have friends that worked at the hotel, you know? And of course they saw someone else going in her room, which is not me. Stephanie seems like one of those financial dominators that likes to pick guys like this from other countries and think that because she finances everything, she can treat them however. You know what I'm saying? Like, this reminds me of Big Ed and Rose's segment a little bit, because Big Ed was really mean to Rose and put her down, but because he paid for everything, he felt like his actions weren't toxic and they were justified, because otherwise he felt like her life would be shittier without him. Those people that do that, I just want to let you guys know, just because you have more material possessions than other people doesn't mean that you're happier than they are. Hey guys, welcome back to the tea spill part of this video. So Stephanie pulled a Devin Clegg and took to Instagram to make some baseless claims about TLC and her sugar baby Ryan. Let's see what she said. Stephanie said on Instagram, "That's right, girl. I love the hashtags. These clusterfucks that work for this company are going to wish they never deceived me. I not only was raped while filming, but manipulated to keep filming, and after I begged to get off set after being bitten hundreds of times by sandflies. But no, they just needed a romantic dinner filmed with Ryan. I spent half my time," I think she meant half, "in the hospital, now hooked to IVs for the inflammation from the allergic reactions I had. They are unwilling to pay my medical expenses. My attorney started legal action today, ... Stay tuned." So obviously, you guys, the situation just got very loaded. When Ryan was talking about how her arm and body was in pain, she said, "Yeah, but I'm not in pain now, so we can make love." So let me get this right, Stephanie. You got bit by sandflies, went to the hospital because of an allergic reaction, then woke up and kept filming for the show? Highly doubt it. Also, if anything you said was true, an attorney would have told you to not talk about any legal matters on social media when you have a pending lawsuit against the Discovery Group. These are obviously baseless claims. You have zero chance of ever beating a multi-billion-dollar company in court, but besides that, you shouldn't lie about grape. That is actually the most evil thing a human can do to another human, and for you to post that on social media and try to ruin someone else's life life is messed up. Many people speculate that Stephanie only posted this because she is currently with a new guy, not Ryan, and has been receiving a bunch of hate on social media. I'm very confused how all these shitters are violating their NDAs. And just want to say, TLC, if y'all need a good attorney, Yourwetsock Law is open for business. I got a 174 on the LSAT. I could have went to any law school in the country, but I chose to be the #1 YouTuber instead because I'm a man of the people, just like Julius Caesar. Actually, probably more like Mark Antony, because then that way B can be Cleopatra, and that's way more epic.
This situation is going to escalate so quickly. I can't wait for the drama. Guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Comment below, subscribe. Let's be friends. Follow me on Twitch and on Instagram right now.